So for this spell, guys, it's going to be a urine spell, very dominating when it comes to using blood or urine or semen. When it comes to using the fluids of the body, those are very dominating. Urine is one of those, along with blood. For this spell, it's going to be a urine spell, but it's going to be a little different. I'm going to be using the socks that my client sent me, a sweater that I cut up from the Target, and the socks we're going to be using to represent from this person leaving. All right, I have their pictures here. We're going to be using a lot of fire, and the reason we're using fire is because we got to heaten up this guy's head. We got to really get in there for him to have regret for all the shit that he's done. We want him to have regret, and we want him to have, for him to miss my client, for him to think of my client, for him not to be able to function without my client. And right now what I am doing is I'm literally heating up the situation by heating up his head and having him think about my client. And I'm going to be saying the client's name quietly or in my mind. And I'm literally coming close to burning. It's singeing it, as you can see. Really getting it hot in there. All right, I'm now going to open them once up again, the pictures. And I'm going to now, I'm going to place the Come To Me and the Make You Stay oil on the face. And like I said, if I haven't mentioned earlier, the urine is already in there. These oils are also on the candles already. In between, now I'm going to put eye bright. I used it in the last spell. Remember, eye bright you want to use to help either see a situation, have someone open their eyes to a situation. Either way, it's a fantastic thing. I'm also going to add some cinnamon, all right, to heat this passion up together for these two people here. Now, that's on my target's face. I'm going to once again put them together and begin to work them again. All right. This is something that you do that takes time. A lot of time. And this is why sometimes spellcasters do charge sometimes a pretty penny, sometimes not. It depends on the person. It does take a lot of energy, guys. I'm calling you now, you piece of shit, to think of my client and regret of all that you've had to do against all the hurt you've caused my client. I'm going to now begin to drip on my target on the face to get the attention of this very stubborn person. Now I'm going to put him face again together. And again, working it with the heat of this fire, just as this fire heats you up. Just as this fire heats you up. Let your passion burn for. Let the passion burn, let the passion be, let it be there. Let you have regret of all you've done. Let you have regret of all you've done. Let you not be able to eat, sleep, shit, or even be with anyone else. Till you have complete and total regret. This is what I want. Alright. I'm now going to place them down. I'm going to begin to work on my poppet because those pictures will go in here. So let me go ahead and start to fill it up with my herbs. I'm going to be using the ferment, the vodka ferment that I used in the other one. Like I said, I'm going to put this one actually into the jar. This ferment, you can use it in urine jars and in honey jars, guys. So you don't have to drink it. Okay? I'm going to be using love powder. Now, this love powder can be used on your person or in spell work. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. So, on your person or in spell work, on the candles, in between the pictures, how do you use them on your person? You'd actually lightly dust it on your private parts before you would actually engage in intimacy. So that's how you'd use it. So I'm using it here into the jar, and once again I'm putting it around the pictures because I don't want to separate them anymore. Put it in there. I'm going to begin to to get my herbs together that I'm going to be stuffing my poppet with. And once again, because I want it to be a 1, I use just 1. I could use 2 underwears. You could do that. Or you could just use 1 garment. I'm actually going to use the whole stick of the licorice root, okay? The whole stick here. I'm going to write the person's name. Okay. So this will be like his spinal cord. All right, let's go ahead and put that in there. Okay. Where's my herbs? I'm going to put a little bit more of these here. And I'm going to add as well some of my mugwort that I already have here. Mugwort is pertaining to love, guys. And you don't need a shitload of stuff in there, guys. You really don't. I'm going to add extra cardamom seeds. So I'm going to add 6. These are awesome aphrodisiacs, guys. You can literally, I'm kind of breaking them up so I can have that scent. Literally put it under your tongue, bite it, and then right before you kiss someone you want to have, you know, intimacy with, that'll get it going. I'm now going to wrap these pictures together and place them in there. Now remember, your poppet doesn't have to look like an actual poppet. I'm actually binding this together like this. So it doesn't have to look like an actual person. Sometimes you can't, you know, sometimes you have a little bit of material. So you don't have to like fret that you got to make a perfect poppet. You don't. Your intention has to be real. And I'm going to start to bind. I'll bind you both completely together by knot of 1. The spell has begun. And you always do 3 knots, guys, by knot of 2. Cannot be undone by knot of 3. So I'm going to be. Again, I'm working the mind, body, and spirit of this person. I'm placing it into the jar where the urine is already at. Let's go ahead and put that in here, guys. Making sure we have a space to put our liquid. Now, for our liquid, we're going to once again be using honey. Let's put some honey. Remember, you don't have honey, you can use sugar. Brown sugar would probably be best, but you can use white sugar as well. You just want to make sure that it's real honey, guys. Don't use that sweetened syrup that they have at the Dollar Tree. I mean, if you need an emergency, go for it. But I recommend the real shit. The cinnamon. Splurge a little, guys. Splurge a little. I love that. Okay, guys. What else are we going to add to this? We are going to add, we have our ferment mix. We have our powder. We're going to go ahead and add now our oils, which is going to be the Make You Stay and Extreme Love Domination and Come to Me. because these are all the things we want to happen now. All right. Now I'm using a shitload of oil because I make the oil and I'm working for someone, so I'm have liberal quantities of product to use at my dispense. If you're doing it, you don't have to use a lot, all right? Just kind of be a little stingy, but enough, all right? Extreme love domination. And some carrier alcohol, and I'm using sake. Warm sake is always good for the soul and good for colds from what I hear. This again will never be open. Once you set a jar like this, it should not ever be open. You forgot something, forget about it. You cannot open it, you'll break the actual intention of the spell. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my candles with this here, but because I didn't bring an extra plate, it's going to fall all over and I don't want it falling on here. That's what I'm going to do next. One thing I want to say to you guys when you're doing love spells, again, I must repeat, some spells go faster than others. Sometimes you got to do more than one spell. If you really want the situation to happen, you're going to have the actual patience to do it. Some of them are a little stubborn more than others, but when you're doing spell work and you're doing everything right, nothing's coming out exactly the way you want. Let's say you're using the moon cycles and you're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, and something's getting denied. You got to ask yourself why. Okay, the universe sometimes talks to us in mysterious ways, and just like a parent will tell a kid, you know, you're not gonna have candy, although they're crying and kicking up a ruckus and a fuss because they want candy, and we know they're gonna get a bellyache. We don't give it to them. Well, same thing. Universe, our goddess, our deities, are those around us that really love us and care for us, sometimes won't give us our candy. So if something is not right and if something's not happening, look at that part, okay? But if it's a good person, this person's not beating on you, this person's not like fucking you up and shit like that, you know, then go for it. You know, get that person to be with you and really like kind of get on the domination, for them to be faithful to you at least. All right, guys. So this is the spell work for today. What else can I say? Also, for all the haters out there, thanks for the thumbs down. I don't care. Thanks for the views, though. You guys that do appreciate the work here and the tips that we give you, please thumbs up all the time. And also like and share, subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. I know I've had trouble. Oh, okay, I want to remind you guys too. Some of my clients that message me on my email, well, since I got my new phone, you guys know I've been having such trouble with it. So I lost my contacts, right? Some of them stayed, some of them were not there. So people that message me, I don't know who they are. And I'm really getting confused. I know my clients, some of them are getting frustrated because they think I don't know who they are. But as a matter of fact, if they say who they are, I will know who they are. But because it's a new phone, there's nothing on there for me to know who they are. It's just an empty number, okay? So please have patience with that. 2, my email it froze yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it actually had to be removed until yesterday. And some people were like freaking out that I wasn't answering my emails. But guys, please, my email's back up. I will always answer you guys. I promise you that. If you can't find me on email, Facebook me, messenger me, you will find me. Go to the shop, message at the shop. You know, I'll always be there and I'll always answer. Today, again, was a very busy day. You guys know, in the mornings when I get up, because I do stay up late working, again, as always, the first thing I do is I get the house together, I feed the kiddos, I get going on my runs, getting my pictures, getting my stuff done for the evening. By the time I get home, usually it's 6 or 7, I got readings to do sometimes, which is fine, I do not mind. Then I get to go to my emails around 8 or 9 at night. So that's just something y'all need to know, that I usually look at my emails late at night or in the morning. If it's a slow morning, I'll do it in the morning. But please, don't lose hope and continue to message me if I'm not getting back to you. I apologize. But please just have patience. Again, thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. It does count. Have a good night.